This week on WDD's HotSpot, electric cars are great for warm climate locations like California, not so great in locations with cold winters because the battery is powering not only the motor but also the cabin heating system, which means that the heat, well, isn't always the best and drains the battery a lot faster. But now, engineers at Germany's Fraunhofer Institute for Manufacturing Engineering and Automation are developing a new technology that could keep EV drivers warm without leaving them stranded. In regular vehicles, much of the heat needed to warm the interior is generated by the engine. Because EVs' motors don't get nearly as hot, the car's cabins generally incorporate things like silicone heating mats with integrated conductive copper wiring. These can be bulky and heavy, plus they stop working if any of the wires are damaged, and they still draw a lot of power from the battery. Instead, the Fraunhofer team has created thin films covered with carbon nanotubes that are glued to surfaces such as the interior door panel armrests and have an electrical current run through them. As the current moves through the film, it generates heat as it encounters resistance between the individual nanotubes. Because the film doesn't store much heat, the warmth that's generated is quickly and efficiently released into the cabin. The material also cools quickly once the current is switched off. As a result, the nanotube film reportedly uses much less power than copper wire-based systems and is considerably thinner and lighter. In its present form, the film must be applied to curved surfaces in individual pieces to keep it from crinkling. Down the road, however, the researchers hope to be able to spray the nanotubes directly onto such surfaces, which would make the technology both easier and cheaper to integrate into vehicles.
Forget wearing 3 pairs of wool socks or stuffing your snow boots with air-activated toe warming packs to keep warm. Digitsole recently unveiled the world's first connected, interactive, water-resistant, and heated shoe insole that can be controlled via your smartphone. The device not only tracks your activity, but also heats up to keep your paws nice and toasty. The device, which comes in sizes for men and women, contains motion sensors that track steps, distance, and calories, which the company claims is more accurate than the range of wrist-based activity tracking devices currently on the market. The Arch also includes a micro USB charging port and connects to heating elements that run through the front half of the insole. The Digitsole Warm series connects via Bluetooth to an iOS or Android app, which wearers can use to track their activity stats and adjust the sole's thermostat. According to the company, it can heat up to 30 degrees Celsius in negative 25 degrees Celsius environments for at least 6 hours. Now you can finally take that ski trip in the Alps or, take that vacation in Antarctica. The Warm Series insoles goes on sale in October for $199, just in time for winter.
Several law enforcement agencies are testing a new fingerprint technology that can analyze metabolites left behind in fingerprint residue for a variety of factors. The ability to eliminate certain crime scene prints from the start enables investigators to send out fewer samples to be tested for DNA, which can be a costly and time-consuming process. The technology created by Aerogen Group uses a powder that contains submicron particles that adhere to the amino and fatty acids in fingerprint residue. While scientists have long used powders to develop fingerprints, these new materials produce images with higher contrast, better clarity, and less background staining. The process, dubbed the fingerprint molecular identification process, allows scientists to sprinkle the powder on the print at the crime scene, then remove it from the crime scene using lift tape. The samples are sealed and brought to the lab, where they are put into a mass spectrometer that scans the print with a laser. As the machine pans the surface, it vaporizes and ionizes the particles in the powder and molecules in the fingerprint residue. The machine then detects molecular profiles in the residue. The machine can detect not only the sex of the person, but whether whomever left the print had consumed drugs like cocaine, marijuana, or heroin, smoked or chewed nicotine, or had touched a gun or explosives. Prints lifted with this powder have a greater sensitivity when analyzed with the mass spectrometer, meaning that it picks up more data and smaller amounts of drugs or other biomarkers. This kind of fingerprint analysis opens up all kinds of new investigation avenues. Just think of all the potential possibilities.
Pugs are the world's first Bluetooth-enabled wireless earphones that charge as you use your phone, letting you listen to that new Justin Bieber song on repeat, I won't judge, and charge at the same time. How? A nifty little self-guiding magnetic connector its designers dubbed the Squircle. Get it? It's not really a square, not really a circle. Pugs charges via a USB port. Then, when the long run of battery is out, just plug them into your phone and use them as regular earphones for a couple of minutes before switching over to wireless again. By using 3% of your smartphone battery to recharge, you get 4.5 hours of music and 10 days of standby. Pugs will be available in 2 styles: sealed, which provides you with a passive noise cancellation, isolating all surrounding noise, and leaking, which directs the audio into your ears but lets you still hear a bit of your surroundings. The sound ranges between 8 Hz and 28 kHz, giving you a wide and deep bass without compromising too much treble. You can also use Pugs to control your phone, including adjusting the volume, pausing or skipping tracks, starting and ending calls, or activating Siri. And best of all, Pugs contain magnetic cable clips that help prevent that annoying tangling. Be sure to check out these headphones on their Kickstarter page. That's all for this week's episode. Be sure to check in on Facebook and Twitter and catch past episodes on wirelessdesignmag.com. For the WDD channel, I'm Sarah Goncalves. Thanks for watching.